bothering me. So here we all are, third row center, everybody's in suits, and it truly looks like a scene out of Goodfellas. Not me particularly, but these other guys, they're wearing it. And when I say wearing it, you should know what I mean. They are the part, they look the part, and there's a lot of eyeballs. Because, you know, anytime Frankie Valle does a show, there's always mob guys there. Mob guys flock to this guy. They always have. In any event, so we're sitting there, and Frankie Valle comes out, and he starts his show, and immediately, I know he's not singing. And, you know, you can obviously tell that a backtrack is being played because he sounds like he's fucking 20, 30 years old again. Not to mention his lips were not matching the words. So that's a big fucking problem. So immediately, you know, with my personality, I start laughing. I can't stop laughing. And I sort of look to my left, and you know, I see all the mob guys, and they're all like snapping their fingers and kind of singing along. They're very happy. They're seeing Frankie Valle. They're bringing their girlfriends, their wives, whatever the case may be, and they're having a great fucking time. Keep in mind, most of these guys are like 20 years plus older than me, so they're old guys. So the guy to my left leans over, and he says to me, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" And, you know, asking me that at that particular time only makes me fucking laugh harder. And so now I'm obnoxiously laughing, snorting, tears are coming down my face. And here you got serious guys. These are serious fucking guys. These guys are killers. And they cannot tell that they're being hosed by Frankie Valle. They think he's singing, but he's not. Keep in mind, it was like $200 for these tickets a piece. So I lean over and I say, nothing, I'm fine. So the show keeps going on, and after each song, Frankie Valle is panting like a dog in heat, like he actually just sang all these songs, which makes me about want to piss myself, and I'm laughing even harder. Finally, the guys start, you know, they lean forward, and they're looking at me like, behave yourself, you prick. And it's like they stare daggers at me, and it just makes me laugh even harder. So finally, the guy to my left goes, "Knock off the shit. This guy's a class act." And I'm like, "Yeah?" And I said, "Look, watch his fucking lips, Ace. He's not singing. We paid $200 to watch Milli Vanilli. That's really what we've done." And he just stares at me like I just fucking killed Jesus in front of people. And then he goes back to watching Frankie, trying to figure out whether or not I'm right or I'm wrong. Frankie Valle goes back to singing, and suddenly I see my buddy to my left lean over to his left. His eyes open wide, his mouth is agape, and a scowl begins to appear on his face. Now he knows. Now he knows. We paid $200 to watch Milli Vanilli. So he leans over, tells one guy, and you know how this is going to go. He tells this guy tells this guy tells that guy, and then suddenly I'm starting to see everybody's face change. And the guy in the far end is the one guy you don't want to fucking piss off for any reason. And so what ends up happening is they all kind of start to figure it out at the same time. And the guy in the far end, like I said, is somebody you don't want to piss off. And I guess he comes to sort of the realization that he's been punched in the nutsack. He leans forward, and he stares at me like I killed Jesus. Because now it's my fault. I'm the one that fucking ruined the whole night. So in mid-song, I think of this thing of working my way back to you, babe, or whatever the fuck. Mid-song, this guy stands up, and he starts to usher his wife, and for all of us, we're out of here. And the thing is, we're in the middle, so of course we're standing up while Frankie Valle's mid-song creating this fucking commotion of like working our way out the fucking door to the aisle, out to the door. Next thing I know, I hit the aisle, I start moving up a little bit, and we're sort of moving, you know, sort of together. We're bumping past people trying to get to the aisle. And as we get right towards the aisle, this guy on the end looks up and screams at Frankie Valle, "You fucking fraud, you fucking jerk off." Frankie Valle continues to do his lip syncing shit, but he's staring at this guy because he might have recognized him. I'm not really sure. But Frankie looks at him kind of confused and is still trying to lip sync his way through it. And then just kind of goes right back to prancing on the fucking stage. And the entire way back, I hear from behind me, "Cocksucker, jerk off, mesophonuke, fucking baldy." Like, this guy's irate. So we get out to the main lobby of the casino. And he pulls me aside, and he looks at me and says, "How did you know? Why didn't you tell me this prancing cocksucker was faking this? I would have paid $200 for this." And I looked at him, I said, "Look, if I told you, you would have told me I was full of shit." And he starts laughing a little bit. He's easing up. And he says, "No more concerts for you. We're not taking you anywhere. Christ, you're ruining my childhood." And he says to me, it's the best part. He says, "What's next, Jeff? Liberace was gay?" And I looked at him, I said, "Yeah, actually he was."